Alright, what's up? What's up, boys and girls? We're back, and this camera, this video is going to be a bit awkward because I'm looking at my screen instead of the lens, so it might look like I'm being rude. Like, look, it's awkward if I'm looking that way. But it's Saturday again, and we're beginning season 2 of this the McDonald's menu. We did the Great Taste of the World, and they're still going on. The Jamaican one's still there, and the Italian one's still on offer, but I don't want to get it. So today, season 2, I got the 20 nuggets. I said that at the end of the last episode. I'll probably just do a 20 nuggets next Saturday, and we did. And I didn't get the chips or anything, so we've got the nuggets and a chocolate milkshake. Gotta shake it up, get the flavours all round. And because we didn't get the chips, I was feeling a bit fucking greedy today. I was gonna get 2 bacon double cheeseburgers, but I thought, stop being a greedy fucking cunt, and I just got 1 double cheeseburger to make up for the chips. So just in case these nuggets don't fill me up. And I've seen people eat McDonald's on YouTube, and I always see people doing these 20 nugget challenges where they're trying to eat as many nuggets within a time limit, or eat a certain amount of nuggets in one sitting. And I always watch that thinking, I could fucking smash that. I'm sure I could do it. I mean, these 20 nuggets, these will probably fill me up, but I can smash through these. It's when you get to the last couple, when you start to lose a bit of stamina, and you start feeling a bit sluggish. And the dips, I've got the sweet curry. That's the best dip that I like. I used to like the sweet and sour one, but I don't know if they've changed the recipe, but it always seems to be a bit too watery, too liquidy. And we've got 2 barbecue just to switch it up. And I never used to like the barbecue, but I like it now. It's not too bad. So yeah, let's smash it. And you can see I've changed my angle. I used to face the wall. I used to have my computer. You can see right along there, these wooden beams that down there. I used to have my screens along there, and I was facing the wall. And now I've switched it around. I've got this desk, this PC desk set up, so I'm now facing this way. And I put my video game collection. I've got a comment asking if I'm still into retro gaming or collecting. I still got it. I do pick up a few things from now and again, but I'm not as active as I used to be. I've slowed down a whole lot. If anything, I'm more into music. I go around charity shops looking for music, like 80s music, like old school, like pop music and disco music and stuff like that. That's what I'm more into. And I do see like retro games, like PS1 games, and I could easily have just picked them up and sold them on eBay, but I just leave them. I couldn't be bothered. I saw like all of the Tomb Raiders in a charity shop yesterday, and I was gonna get them. I thought, oh, these are quite nice condition as well. And I just left them. I thought, fuck it, just stop wasting your money. I've got all the Tomb Raiders in nice condition, so I don't need them again. So let's smash these before they get cold. Now the reason I didn't get chips is because I noticed that throughout the Great Tastes of the World, I was always complaining that they're cold. Like, once I smash the burger, when I get to the chips, they always end up getting cold. And these nuggets are not exactly piping hot, because when I got in, I turned my computer on. I was fannying around with my webcam. It said, "Oh, the computer can't find your webcam," so I had to unplug it and plug it back in. If anything, I need to get a whole new PC. I've had this PC for since 2012. You can see like a bit of red there. I don't know what that is. And I got all flustered in the McDonald's. I was sitting there. Sometimes I go in there and it's just piping hot. It might have been the jumper that I had on under my coat. I was about to start sweating. Like when you're standing there waiting for your order to pen, you don't know where to look, do you? Like, you're looking around, thinking, what do you do? I'm standing there like a fucking spare one. I just look at the menu, just look what they got, and I look to the right, and I look at the menu that's on the side as well, and then I look around and look around at the people eating, and then I hopefully think, and I look, waiting for it to say collect. And I'm fucking out of there. I don't know if it's just hot. So it's annoying at the moment in the UK. Like we're breaking into autumn. We're in autumn now, but it's still you still get those sunny days where it's cold and hot at the same time. Where you don't know what you want to be. Like you want to keep warm because you know it's going to be a cold temperature, but you still got the sun out making you hot as well. So you're stuck in between a rock and a fucking hard place. But yeah, what's been going on in the news over the week? What's I going to talk about? What's been going on? I haven't got my phone to have a look on the BBC. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know what's been going on. What was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about religion in this video, but I thought I better not. It's a touchy subject that just brings in the wrong crowd, that brings the wrong audience to my channel. Because anyone that does religion, you're stubborn, you're stuck in your ways, you're not going to change. You're too busy to try and convince me of your ways, and my opinion is just going to clash with yours, and you're not going to get anywhere. I can watch a lot of these videos or Speaker's Corner. It's always religion at this Speaker's Corner, and sometimes now it's what's creeping in. You're getting vegan and the climate change and the Extinction Rebellion. They're starting to creep into Speaker's Corner now, and they're clashing with Islam, and that's where you're gonna get thunder and lightning with that, because they're stubborn as well. They won't back down. So you always get the Christians debating with the Muslims, and it just becomes a war zone. Because the difference between Islam and Christianity, these Muslims will die for it. As petty as you look at it, but they are willing to die for it, and that's where you should just don't get involved. Because they will, if you touch a nerve, they will attack you and they will kill you over it. So it's going to get rowdy down there in Speaker's Corner in the future when you get these vegans clashing, because they like their halal, they like their beef. It's in their diet, and they're clashing with the vegans. So, and everyone else can just step back and watch them kill each other. Mental. But whenever I say something negative about religion, like my opinion, something bad always happens to me, like karma. Like I'll comment on a religious video, and I'll say da 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 da, and something negative, something bad will happen to me later on. Like I'll get a niggle at the gym, or I'll feel depressed, or I'll play Splatoon and I'll have a bad match, or I'll play a game or something I do. The next activity that I take part in, it always becomes I didn't do so well. So I always think, oh, is it karma for things I've said? Like it's coming back to get me. But yeah, nearly 8.5 minutes. We only just started this chicken nuggets. This is going to be a long video, and they're already getting cold. But I'd rather eat a cold chicken nugget than grab a cluster of cold chips from McDonald's. And we haven't even done one dip yet. With the nuggets, you're supposed to get 5 dips, right? I've only got 4. So unless I've missed one in the bag or something, I can't be bothered to look. Yeah, this chocolate milkshake's alright. And yeah, everyone's playing Pokemon at the moment. Everyone's playing Pokemon. The Splatoon is dead. Like the lobbies are dead. The only people playing it are people with really bad internet, and just people just messing around. Like they don't want to try. So you end up with people on your team that are just doing nothing. So until the Pokemon dies down, and people will come back to Splatoon. It's madness at the moment. I played Splatoon this morning. Turf Wars, and the lobbies were dead. It was taking ages just to get a lobby filled. And I didn't get Luigi's Mansion 3. Was that last week or the week before? Halloween. I'm thinking about getting this Star Wars. I was eyeing that up, and then I watched the review to see what it's all about. And it turns out to be like a Dark Souls sort of game. I don't have the patience to play that. Like, I don't want to be sitting there dying over and over and over again over a petty mistake. I mean, I just about beat Castlevania Lords of Shadow on the Xbox. I just about managed to drag myself through that. So if these Dark Souls games are harder than that, I just don't think I'm physically capable. Maybe I'm too old at my physics. My reflexes are not as good as they used to be. Maybe a couple of years ago, about 10 years ago, I could do it, but now my reactions are too slow. No, I never check if they actually give you 20 nuggets. I swear sometimes they'll probably just like shortchange you one or two. You won't notice unless you get them out and count them individually. But who's going to do that at McDonald's? Are you going to, when they hand your nuggets over at the till, are you going to open the box and count them? Well, say I want to watch you put 20 in there. I'm going to count them as you put them in. Fucking hell, 11 minutes. We haven't even. We've still, I don't know how many I've got left. I haven't been counting. As you can see, I've been smashing them. I'm smashing these nuggets are nothing. I don't know how people make a big deal out of doing a challenge. I could sit there. I could probably smash like. Obviously, if I paced myself and prepared myself like I'm super hungry. I could probably smash like 60 nuggets, like nothing. I say that now because I've still got like half a box left. But when I get to the end, I might change my mind. I think, right, fuck that, you win, stopping. Yeah, I had McDonald's chicken nuggets for months ago. I think the last time I had them, well, I saw a guy on Twitch he tried to do 50 nuggets or something, and he kept failing. It was like a streamer I watched, and I don't watch him anymore because he rubbed me up the wrong way. Like, I asked him a question because he's like a skinny guy, and he's just started going to the gym, and I just asked him. I said, "Oh, how much weight can you bench? Or what can you bench, and what can you squat?" Because I'm just taking an interest, just asking what his strength is. And he was like saying, "Oh, well, that's a stupid question. Oh no, who in the gym asks how much you can lift?" Like, as if I said, I knew that he was insecure because he obviously couldn't lift that much. So he like went all defensive, and I thought, right, I ain't having that. I just asked out of interest, so I just unfollowed the cunt. It wasn't ego or nothing. It was just out of interest. I normally don't really take part in chats on Twitch. I normally just lurk and just watch. And I decided to climb out of my shell and interact with this guy, and I get my head bitten off. So I thought it makes me want to climb back in my shell and never come out again. Fucking antisocial as it is, and I'm trying to improve my social skills. I talk to these people online, and even then it doesn't work. I mean, I prefer to talk to the streamer rather than someone that's in the chat. Like, if someone's in the chat, I don't know who you are. Like, I don't know. You could be some murderer or some right dodgy cunt. So I'd rather just you're like a faceless being. So I'd rather just not chat to you. If people try and talk to me in a chat, if I'm trying to talk to the streamer or ask a question or comment on something that happened, I'll just ignore them. I just won't say anything. I'm really like that. I'm hard to talk to. Like, I'm really shy and quiet when I first talk to people. When I warm up to you, then I'm alright. Like, when I went to that expo in Manchester, I was like really quiet. I didn't know really what to say. Like, people were bigging up these events, like saying, "Oh yeah, get yourself down to Expo, YouTubers unite, let's all get together, we'll all have a big crowd." And people take that take that literally, like I did. Like, you go there and then you're not really as a YouTube group. You end up just splitting off into little groups, and then you don't. It's not what you expected. You don't talk to people like you thought you would, and then you end up. Then you say hello to them, and that's about all you could get, or you didn't see them at all, or you just get a little wink or a nod or whatever. And then when it comes to their YouTube videos on the after party or the after bit, they're like saying, "Oh yeah, thanks for coming and saying hello." Before that, they'll say, "Oh, come and say hi. Have you seen me? Come and say hi. Oh, I'm a nice guy." And then afterwards, they'll be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't spend more time with you." Like, you just chose not to. You chose to like avoid people. Like, why didn't you spend more time with them? If you all stayed as a group, as the large YouTube group, you could have spent more time with each other. Instead, you went off in your 2s and 3s or on your 1s, and that's how it always turns out at these expos, like all these YouTube meet-up things. I think this is like what, 2015 I think when I went, or 2014. No, it must be 2013 when I went to the expo. I ended up wasting my money. I thought the amount it cost me to get up from here to Manchester, book a hotel. I could have just bought the stuff I bought up there at that time. It was like what, a stack of SNES games, and they were shit anyway. I rushed in. I didn't look around to really see what there really was. And when I saw, oh yeah, I really wanted that, I didn't have the money for it, so I wasted it on shit. Like, they're behind me there, like them SNES games. Like, it cost me like what, really £100 just for a fucking train ticket to Piccadilly, and then it was the money to stay at the hostel or the hotel for the night, and then there's food, funds. That's probably just about as much as I spent on the games. I could have just booked them on eBay and got them, and I saved myself some time. But the reason I went was for the interaction of hoping that, oh yeah, I would meet these people, and it would improve my talking skills. But it fucking didn't. And that's why I decided never to go again. Or fuck this, they're all liars. Anyway, they're probably not watching this anyway. Any of these people. I should have some like music playing in the background. All you can probably hear now is my PC fan. Got my PS2 set up. I could play a song, like just have it lightly in the background. But here we are now. Nearly 20 minutes and we still haven't finished these. This is taking longer than eating the great taste of the world. I look mega red. Like, look on the camera, look, my skin looks really red. But if I went in the bathroom, looked to the mirror, it'd be just white. You see around the edges of my eyes and around my mouth, my skin would be like that. Maybe it's like a disease I've got, or the webcam is picking up underneath my skin or something. Unless it's the lighting. If I go under the light, you can see it starts to go white again. Yeah, I want to do more adventures with this YouTube. I need to break out my shell and just do things. I want to go and get a camera, and I've got so many ideas that will be so funny. They're so cringy that you think, why am I recording that? Or why am I recording that? But I know it'll get people. It'll be funny. Like, people love cringe. But I don't know what's accepted on YouTube, like sexual wise. Like, I've got an idea of what to do. But I don't know if I'll get banned or not after doing it. And another thing about YouTube is these terms of service. They're changing it about if you're not commercially viable, that they can terminate your account. I'm worried about all of my playthroughs that I've done over the years on this channel and the current channel that I do my gameplays on. Like all my playthroughs, are they gonna be wiped? I'll be well upset. Like, I don't know if I'd want to bother gaming again. Like it took me ages. Like the reason I've done all my playthroughs is to like archive what I've done, like a photo album. So yeah, I've played that game, and my merit or proof or resume of what I've played is my YouTube. So yeah, what games you played? Go and see my YouTube. There's proof that I played it, and you can actually see my experience. That's why I did YouTube, like doing Let's Plays all them years ago. To like a gaming resume. That's why a lot of the times I don't have the mic on, because I don't care. I'm just doing it for my own benefit. And sometimes I don't want to say anything. I just want to play it. And it makes me look ignorant. Like people try and chat to me in the chat, and I'm just ignoring them. Like it's nothing personal. It's just sometimes I don't want to say anything. And why is everyone going to Japan nowadays? Every time I go on YouTube or Twitch, there's always the people planning on going to Japan. Like Japan's boring. I've been to Japan. I've been there and stayed there for like 6 months. It's now the novelty's worn off. Like so many people are in Japan nowadays. You've got more people than Japanese people. Like, you go there and you go to like Tokyo, you're more likely to see more foreigners and tourists than actual Japanese people. So like you're not getting the culture. Like if you have to go out of the city to see the culture. Like if you go up north to I think it's Sapporo, the snow, and then there's Okinawa down south, and then there's Osaka to the west, and Tokyo's on the east. So it's like split up like that. Yeah, I wouldn't. I remember going there. Nightmare, fucking nightmare. Because I didn't go there for what most people go there. Most people go to Japan for the either Japanese girls, the anime, or what is it, the manga or whatever, like all the geeky things. But when I went, the first time I went to Japan, I've been there a couple of times. The first time I went to Japan, I went there to skate. I was what, 19 when I went to Japan the first time. I'm 31 now. This is like 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago. And I went there to skateboard. That's when I used to skate. And I was going to go to Canada. That was my main thing. But then I got into yo-yos, and then I was watching these guys from Japan play yo-yos, and I think, hang on, there's already skating in Japan. And I looked up skateboarding in Tokyo, and I found a guy with a video. And I commented on his video, and I said, "Oh, where's these spots? Can you show? If I come to Japan, can you show me around these spots?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "I'm coming to Japan like in a couple of weeks. Give me your phone number, and I'll contact you. And I'll come and skate with you." And he did. And not only that, his friend like booked me up in a hotel, like in his house. He let me sleep in his house because there was a couple of nights when I didn't have a hotel booked, and I was sort of panicking. And he said, "Oh, no worries. I've got a friend of mine. You can come and stay at his house." And then the next minute, I'm staying at his house. I'm coming back to England, and I'm planning to come back to Japan. A couple months later, I quit my job. At the time, I was working at Sainsbury's, and then I ended up buggering off and staying in Japan for 6 months. And I met some Japanese girl out there, and that's when my life went to shit. When I came back from Japan, my life was fucking a misery. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Some people might listen and think, "Oh, that's interesting, isn't it?" But everything that's happened in my life since I went to Japan has been a fucking misery. That's really what caused my depression. Like, caused me to be that all depressed and anxiety. I don't know if I am depressed. I'll just assume it. I haven't been diagnosed. I'd rather not. I'd rather, if I got it, I got it, and I'll just live with it. Yeah, these fucking women. I met like Japanese women. Mental. This nugget is absolutely stone cold. It's the coldest one. It's just as cold as the dip that I'm dipping it in. And that's all the nuggets done. There you go. We got to the end. I mean, if I just sat here for about 5 minutes, I could smash that again easily smash that again. But I don't know why I went on a tangent there. What was I talking about? Japan, wasn't it? Because I keep seeing people saying, "Oh, I'm going to Japan. Oh yeah, I've been to Japan. I've just got back from Japan." I think, what are you going there for? It's fucking shit. And even when I went there and I weren't skating, it wasn't that interesting. Like. In fact, I'll tell a lie. I've been with a couple girls in Japan. How many have I had? 1, 2, 3. I think I had. About 3. I've been around with 3 Japanese women. They're all fucking a pain in the neck. I'd rather just have an English woman. I've got no language barrier. I know the culture. I know the person. Because we live in the same country. Going with someone abroad is a fucking pain in the neck. I don't know how you do it. One of them was a virgin at the time. That's an achievement, isn't it? Finding someone in their like late 20s that's like a virgin in Japan. That's fucking hell. That could be another story talking about that. That was madness. Absolutely madness. I could tell that as a story. I could do that as a whole fucking another video. There's a guy on the internet that does it. I think he's called Hiding in My Room. I used to watch him and then I stopped watching him because I thought he's a bit of don't like him. I knew he was just clickbaiting people. But yeah, we're onto the double cheeseburger. Let's smash that. I don't know, should I tell that story? I don't know how to do it. It's like quite embarrassing really. It makes me look really bad. Yeah, I talk about stuff like that. I've done a lot of bad things in my life. You wouldn't believe it if I told you the things that I've done. You'd think I'm making it up, right? The things that have happened. Like the reasons I went back to Japan a couple of times was like with the first Japanese girl. That was my first experience. So I didn't know, but now looking back on it, I think I should just fucking long her off and just fucking went and looked for another one. But I was too obsessed. I was obsessed with this. The first one I was quite obsessed with. I think we all do that when you get to like your early 20s, like your late teens, and you're starting to get independent and you can travel. You get hooked on women. Like you go to Japan, you're like hooked on these Japanese women. But now, I don't want another one. I'd rather not get involved. Like if I went to Japan again, it'd be literally for an adventure, like just to go and look around and just go solo, like go day to day with no plan. That's what I want to do. I want to go to these countries and I want to just do a freestyle travel. Like I arrive at the airport and just go on one, like go for like 3 months. I get some funds saved up and just go on a freestyle. Like, oh, I'm gonna go here today and look on the map and look on if I'm getting a bus. So I'm at a train station. Oh, I'm gonna go here. Let's go and see what this place is. Let's see what's over here. And then you ask the locals, oh, what's good around here? That's how you mingle with people. You ask someone just walking, you go, excuse me, what's around here? Like, what things is there to do around here? And that's how you get chatting to people. You get more confident. You have more confidence when you're in another country because you're leaving all your insecurities back at home, and people don't know really. But yeah, anyone on YouTube want to tag along, we'll go together and bang these hoes. But yeah, I do that, and then the person I asked to come with me ends up murdering me. And then I'll be on the news, like, oh, a British guy dead in Japan. Killed by a fan. Killed by one of his followers. This video is 30 minutes, nearly 30 minutes long. That's the longest one. I've been just waffling. It's probably the best one as well. Well, now I run out of things to say. Like, well, I got a couple stories about Thailand as well. There's one story. If I told you this story, you would not believe it. You'd think I'm fucking lying. You'd think I'm lying through my teeth. I'm just doing it, but it is absolute truth, and I could tell it to the detail and prove it. The details are so detailed, so microscopic, because it's fine tuned. You have to believe me. I fucking know. I could do that. There's a couple. I should do it. And just that's what I should do. Get a bit of food. And just reel off all of my embarrassments in life. Like at the moment, I'm fucking miserable. I don't know what I'm doing. At 31 and still don't know what to do or achieve anything. Shall I tell you about the one at the moment? I'm involved with a Thai woman. And I'm like that, whether to just fucking write her off or not. If I told you the why I do it, you'd understand and think, yeah, I would have done it long ago, but I'm too forgiving. Anyway, I'm going to sip this slowly. I'm going to cut the video. 31 minutes. We're done, boys.